SEO Guide 2021. Today's SEO Guide for 2021. SEO Guide for 2021. Hello there, my name is Chris Palmer. In today's SEO Guide for 2021, what I'd like to share with you is how you can create a very powerful, ultra authoritative authority link. It's a DR92. I'm using DR because that's everybody understands what DR and DA is. It's a DR92 backlink. Do follow. Highly authoritative. It will also link out to your social profiles. This is an absolute massive brand building backlink. Now, before I get into the source of this very high authoritative, very high powered backlink, what I want to share with you is how I stumbled onto this particular backlink. And I also want to share some information of how you can do it too. And it's actually quite simple. So the very first thing is I want to really rank highly, obviously, for SEO consulting, digital marketing agency. Now, one of the sites that I model for some of my other projects is a company called Thrive. So in any case, what I was doing was for digital marketing, when we're searching these, I just want to lay out the groundwork of how I stumbled onto this and how you can find authoritative backlinks just like this for yourself. But stick with me. I'm going to share with you how you can get a DR92 very high authoritative backlink for your website for it's absolutely madness of how you can get this link. So bear with me here. So first and foremost, say you were heading for digital marketing. I'm looking at some of the very top performers. As I'm coming down here and I'm looking, I thought it was digital marketing, SEO agency, I believe. Agency, bear with me, mind me. As you scroll down in here, what you'll find is there's Thrive Agency. All right, they're actually taking up 2 spots. With that being said, I really like what they have done with the layout of this website. In any case, for a lot of the SERPs that I really want to tackle, I noticed that their site is showing up. So I was doing some backlink analysis, some competitive analysis. So with that being said, I was taking in their pages one by one, and I was throwing them into a tool such as SEMrush. SEMrush is what I use for a lot of analysis, depending on what I'm doing in content research, just to give myself some ideas and give myself a competitive edge. With that being said, after doing a very brief root domain analysis inside of SEMrush, what I did is I went down here to the backlink analytics tab. Now this is over here on the left-hand side. Once inside the backlink analytics tab, I was looking at their referring domains and I wanted to see what the referring domain count was. And it's absolutely astronomical. But more importantly, what I was looking for were backlinks that were of the caliber of 50 to 100. This is the range that I really look at. This is the power behind the website. They have 708 relatively high quality backlinks. Now, with that being said, one of the next elements or one of the next steps that I was doing was I was really then just starting to take a look at the types of links that they had, things like Forbes, links like Microsoft, and the list goes on and on. Now, one of them that I stumbled onto was this one right here, was Inc. All right, so this is Inc.com. Now, I actually went ahead and I did an analysis. It's a DR92 backlink at this particular domain of Inc.com. What Inc.com is Inc.com is actually, what are they? They are like a magazine of sorts, almost like your Entrepreneur, your Forbes, these types of backlink types, very authoritative. But lo and behold, one of my competitors has a backlink from Inc. And what I want to share with you, thanks to Thrive, is how you too can get a Inc.com backlink that's do follow, that's authoritative, and you know what? You're able to achieve this backlink for a very low cost. So of course, let me go ahead and share with you exactly how you too can get this backlink. So if we go to Inc., okay, verified account profiles, okay? So it's Inc. verified account profiles. If you take a look here and you go in here to Inc./verified, it's verified profiles, still on the main domain, inc.com. And you take a look inside of here, you can create your very own profile. Now, once you click on the link of creating your own profile, as you can see here, get discovered, showcase your company with Inc.com verified profile for one cost of $50 per year. So there you have it. All right. This is how you too can create a do follow DR92 backlink from Inc.com. And let me go ahead and share with you exactly what these look like. All right, so stick with me here. I'll go ahead and share with you exactly what these things look like. And it's actually quite remarkable that we have this opportunity, and I really am happy I could share it with you. So if we take a look here and we scroll on down here, we can click here to see other businesses just like ours. So as you're taking a look here and we scroll down here, if we take a look up here, here's the competitor. As you can see here, we have the Thrive Agency. We'll come up here. We'll take a brief look at this backlink. And unless I'm mistaken, I just did a quick inspect element. I did not do it this way. Let's just take a look here at this backlink profile. And as you can see here, we have do follow backlinks. All right, so as you can see here, these are follow backlinks. All right, so I don't know why it's not highlighting it. It goes to highlight it and then it shuts it right off, but these are do follow backlinks. If we go a little bit farther on this particular page, we can see here, Control F, we'll go to index. All right, let's just type this in, no, dash index. Okay, as you can see here, the page itself is set to index. It's not set to no index. This is a do follow contextual backlink. However, it is going to be based on your brand name. So it's a branded contextual do follow backlink from Inc.com for $50 a year. My name is Chris Palmer. If you have any other future questions related to SEO, if I could help you, if you want me to make an SEO guide for you, I'd be more than happy to, or anything else related to link building, local SEO, affiliate SEO, really anything that I can help you out with, please feel free. Go ahead and ask in the section below, and I always look forward to seeing you in the next SEO guide, how to create high quality do follow backlinks video. Have a wonderful day. What'd you guys think about that? Pretty cool, right? Wow. Yep. Yep. That's for you guys, my friends. I'm so glad that I could share that with you. If you enjoyed getting that backlink or me guiding you to the backlink, please let me get a thumbs up so other people can find this video and also benefit from this excellent backlink. It's branded. It's do follow. It's phenomenal. If you enjoyed this video, please a thumb up. If you have any questions briefly, I'll be more than happy to go ahead and answer them. This video was dedicated. I thought that that link deserved a dedicated video. I wanted to go ahead and share it. I know that's usually the kind of thing you want to hide. That's not what I like to do. These guys are blatantly offering these. Anybody could find this. So, of course, you know what I started doing. I was like, well, if they're doing it, I wonder if all these other sites are doing it. So I've really been looking through this backlink profile to really get a grasp and an understanding of not only just the 50 to 100s, but another piece that I was looking at was, you know, this particular website has some very strong links. One of their strongest links is actually this AWS website. And this is quite interesting. This is very much reminiscent of the tactic that I utilize. And it's literally, they have two 91 to 100 links. And they're utilizing a tactic that's very similar to what I do and what I teach. When I scroll in here to the 80 to 90 range, they're firing it up with a Forbes backlink. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Forbes backlinks. So that's quite interesting. The next one is this one. Let's just take a look and see what this is all about. For some reason, I know who I've seen this name before, which is quite interesting. So that's that. Um, so with that all out of the way, I don't know if you have any questions. If you do, excellent. If not, that is fine too. I'm just happy to share these things with you. That was awesome. I'm at office and peeked out to watch it. Yeah, dude, I'm sharing an ink. You know, I'm doing a lot of analysis for myself now. So as I start finding a lot of these hotter ones, that are broad, I'll be more than happy to share more of them with you. I didn't see anybody online sharing this one, so I thought that this would be really good. You know, I see a lot, I don't want to give rehash stuff. I try to give something really good. So, I'm glad that you guys enjoyed this. If there's nothing else here, it says, "Hey Chris, does Google penalize my blog for using your method?" I'm not sure which method. If it has anything to do with building links directly in, I'd be safe. If we're talking about indexing, definitely not. If we're talking about tiered linking, most notably not. There's a lot of things that I do. I'm not really sure which one. All right. With that being said, I did partake in this. I'm waiting for it to go through. It has been 2 days. And I still have not heard anything back yet. But I am waiting back. I filled it out all on the up and up, so I didn't really want to mess around there. But I did think that they had quite a unique backlink profile. Yeah, so I was definitely very eager to get one of these links and share this with you. So here's a theme forest. I know theme forest can be relatively simple to get. But yeah, let's just take a look at here. These are no follows. Let me see here. E-commerce optimization, email marketing. So here's in the news, no follow. Digital marketing services, e-commerce. This is a 301. Interesting. Let's take a look at this. Let's take a look at this 301. Oh, I see. The 301's on their end. Okay, so let's take a look at this here. So full service digital marketing agency. Oh, interesting. Looks like we might have just stumbled onto something else here. Let's take a look at this briefly. We might have got a double whammy today. I never noticed this one before. Oh, that's why. It's a no follow, but that's okay. It looks like they have you're able to plug in your social accounts and get a link here. So are these guys selling? Let me see here. So PPC management. Okay, so those are all no follows, but it's all within there. So this is their public collection. So I don't know what a public collection is. Public collections, owner's portfolio. Let's take a look here. So it's looking like we will be able to get inside of here and create an account of sorts. All right, so let's see if we can get in here and do this. Let me just hang this baby back up. And it's looking like this is a relatively strong URL link. So what we'll do is we'll just see if we can do this. And I do not quite a bit, but a little bit of this. I call this low-hanging fruit. Generally, I will enlist one of my virtual assistants to go ahead and do this. This is competitive analysis, manual competitive analysis, much like outreach. But instead of doing the outreach, we're literally looking for links that we can just go and build that our competitors have that are in a range of domain authority of 50 plus. Like if these are the links that are really moving the needle, then these are the ones that we want to build. Especially if our main competitors have these links, we want to at least match their profile, if not beat them. You don't necessarily need all of the links. If they have 2,000 links, I would venture to guess that 500 to 700 of them are really the ones that give them that power. And it's probably the ones in the range of 50 plus. So with that being said, what we will do is we will fill this out. Okay. I'll even give it to my main email, or one of them at least. We'll just set this up and we're going to see if we can get inside of here. And what we're going to do is we're going to call it Chris. Okay, Chris Palmer Marketing SEO, just in case maybe that has something to do with the way it's displayed. And if it's going to be displayed, I want it to be displayed with my name. All right, so we will create our Envato account. We're going to go ahead and go through this and see if we can create this DR93 link. It is going to be considered a no-follow backlink, but that's completely irrelevant to the fact just because the directive of the website owner is no-follow has nothing to do with what a spider does and its main objective is to do. Now, if the page is no index, no follow, now you have a problem. You know, if the page is no index, sometimes that could be an issue, but if it's definitely marked no follow, that doesn't really bother me that much, actually, to be honest with you. So what we're going to do is we're going to come inside of here into our settings, and we're going to take a look. It is looking like we can really get inside of here. These are hidden items. Okay, so it is Chris Palmer Marketing. So what does this do? Okay, brings me back over there. There's my downloads, payouts, earnings statement. So wait a minute. Oh, I see. It's like an affiliate. Becoming an Envato author? What can you sell? Okay, so author as in sell my goods, I guess, or services on there. Okay, to get started, create a public bookmarks collection. Okay, that's what I'll do. So you don't have any public collections yet. So create a collection, the name. Okay, so we're going to take theirs and we're going to do Chris Palmer Marketing. So we're going to make it almost like a citation of sorts, SEO, file upload. So we will go ahead and do this. What I'll do is I'll just, here, let's go over to here. Let me just take a look at these briefly. Well, I guess we can go ahead and put in, here, we'll do this one. We'll go ahead and use that one. Publicly visible. Oh, okay, so now we definitely want to get something a little bit better. So we'll use this one. All right, so that one's got a lot in it. We will create this. It is publicly visible. Keep it private, make it public. So what we'll do is we're going to go Chris Palmer Marketing. Okay. Marketing. Okay. Now, again, this is what I call low-hanging fruit manual link building. All right, so this is taking in, if you're just joining me, this is literally finding within your competitors' backlink profiles the most authoritative links, whether they're do follow or not. I mean, if it's a hitter link and I can get it and my competitor has it, I definitely am going to enlist my assistant to please go through, pull these out of the competitors, and literally start building them. Then from that list, if you can blatantly tell that this is going to be an edit, a niche edit, or an insert of sorts, and I can accomplish a insert based off of a small or simple email, we will do that. But generally what we want to do is a lot of link bagging. We want to do low-hanging fruit, and then obviously maybe buying sometimes. I don't know, maybe. I don't know. I'll never admit. All right, so in any case, so we're going to make public and then add a cover image to your collection. Okay, so what we'll do is here is we will take this. I guess I could put that in there, but I'll just do Chris Palmer. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm just going to bring this up. Yeah, we could just use this one, Chris Palmer. All right, so this is the choose the cover image. So we've added that. This is public, and we will create our collection. So your file must be 520 by 280. So 520 by 280. So here's what we'll do. So 520 by 280, we might as well get ourselves an advert inside of here. So it's going to be 520 by 280, right. So we want to make sure that we are fitting within their criteria. And then we'll do quite simply is just go like this. And then all we'll do is we're just going to call this going to be this. What we'll do is we're going to just go like this. Put this inside of here, bring this up, make sure it's equal a little bit. We'll take this, we'll add that, we'll grab this, we'll put this here, and then we'll just paste that right inside of here. Double click, make it black. And Chris Palmer Marketing. So then we'll just do, I don't know, 27. It's a little too big. Okay, 26. Marketing. There we go. Chris Palmer Marketing. And then all we have to do is make this a little bigger. What's the point of this? Well, I'm assuming that on Envato that I would highly suggest that this is probably going to get indexed. I would assume definitely within images. So of course we will, we're going to go ahead and just put in here. We're going to put this right here. So 570. Okay. Very simple, right? 570. Okay. 8101080. All right. And this one can be, I don't know, 45. Yep. Okay. That's what I figured. Perfection. Okay, so then this up here, what we'll do is just, I don't know. I guess that works. Alrighty. That looks pretty good. And then I guess we're just going to do this right here. We're going to make this smaller. We're going to just go right here. I know this isn't an art class, but I didn't expect that I'd be able to get one front and center. And what we'll do is we'll just do services, consulting, or how about we'll just do full service agency. That should get the hint across. Okay, so now what are we going to name this? Well, what we're going to do is we're going to do Chris Palmer Marketing, 30 West Broad Street, Tamaqua PA, 18252. And then we will literally do 570 550 1912. And then we will put SEO consulting, SEO services, SEO training, and learn search optimization. And that ought to do it. Save. All right, now let's come back over here, choose cover photo, go to downloads. We'll just click on this one. We'll open this up. Make it public. Okay, create our collection. And bada bing, bada boom. Collection is private. There's no items saved here. So I guess we will need an item here. Follow feed. There's no items or others in it. Top new authors to get started. Check out our top new authors. Okay. Well, I'm going to go back on this one. Okay. Now, what's this? Okay, so this is our, okay. We're going to update our collection here. And then your favorites now. Okay, your favorites. Okay, so how were they? They had like a whole layout. Your collections, your follow feed. Okay, so settings. So we're just going to do Chris Palmer Marketing. Okay, so this is a 2-for-1, I guess. And SEO. I don't know why I'm giving them all this. Maybe it'll give me more trust and I'll be able to showcase more on the website. I have no idea. Maybe they'll give up all this info. To me, this is a citation. Save that. Okay. So here's our profile. So upload an avatar. Okay. So what we'll do is we'll just grab this one. See if we can get that to stick in there. Did it go? No, it has to be an 80 by 80. So what we'll do inside of this one is I have no idea if it's going to let me do it. Is this 80 by 80? No, too big. This one, 80 by 74. Perfect. Done. Save. Wait, what happened here? How about this one? Open. Save. Okay, so you guys don't like that. Social networks. Ah, okie doke. So we're able to put some of these in here. So this one helps me out. I like this. So what we'll do is we'll do youtube.com/CHRSPLMR. All right. If anybody has any questions, feel free to go ahead and type them in. I will be more than happy to answer them for you while we have this time. The only reason I'm doing this is because I stumbled onto it. Why not? So Reddit is https reddit.com/CHRSPLMR. MySpace, LinkedIn is .com, and then I believe it's just Chris Palmer Marketing. Okay, let's see if we can keep this. Copy. Okay, what's this? GitHub, I have one, but I don't know the name of it. Flickr. Facebook. Profile ID. I don't have that. I don't remember it. Behance username. All right, so this is pretty cool. So we will go ahead and save that. Let's see if it takes it. It took it? Good. Email settings. No thanks. No thanks. No thanks. No thanks. No thanks. Okay, so badges. Do I get a badge? United States. Check if the saved credit cards, profile, personal information. Okay, profile. All right, so let me see. Can I put something in here like this? How about like a... Will it take it? It took it? Very interesting. Okay. So it took that. Okay. So can I see this account? Okay. Let's take a look here and see what that says. Oh, so it literally puts in my socials. Well, can't be too mad about that, can I? Owner's portfolio, so it's got this in there. But how are they getting that other piece where they had all those links in there? That's what I want to know. Okay, so not this one. But how did they get that element? Like, where did they get that from? That's what I want to know. Like, how did they get... Like, how did they get this link? Like, I want to see it. Let's go see it. I don't care that it's no follow. I just want to know how they did it. Now, it looks like news. Let's figure it out. I don't care that it's no follow. Oh, is this a no follow? Wait, those are do follows? Oh, Glassdoor's a do follow? I didn't know that. Okay. I thought, dang, I thought that was a no follow. Medium's a no. Whoa, whoa, whoa. How did you get a do follow on this? Interesting. How'd they get a do follow on a Medium blog? That's quite intriguing. Let's take a look at that. Wait, what? What? So wait a second. Huh. Okay. Quite interesting. Huh. I don't know how they pulled that one off, but that's interesting. In any case, let's see if you guys have any questions before I'm up all night. I got a busy morning in the morning, so let's just take a look here. Is there a link? Okay, that was awesome. I'm in the office. Cool, cool, cool. Hey, Alex here. Was wondering if you view on a PBN linking. Would you use buffers or point directly at the site? Also, how many would you add over a given time on a fresh domain? All right, so views on PBNs. A private blog network, public blog network, a website. A website is a website until Google deems it not to be. And until Google deems that site to be toxic, it's just a website. So my stance on PBNs, public PBNs, or just basically websites and getting links, a PBN or non-PBN or whatever the case is, you're basically asking me, would I buy links? And the answer is definitely. Would I build websites for the sole purpose of linking or creating a link, creating links and pushing traffic? Definitely, absolutely. I think the web consists of that quite a bit, not just for the sole purpose of a link, actually provide value and generate traffic as well, because a site without traffic is really pretty much useless, right? So with that being said, my stance is it's perfectly fine. Now, depending on the upkeep of the website, just take the PBN title out of that equation. What's the upkeep of the site? Is that website getting traffic? Is that website at least semi-related, niche, topically? Is it topically related? So these would be the elements that I'd be looking at. Is there traffic? Is it topically relevant? What's the anchor text? And yeah, I mean, if you're looking at the domain and there's 20 things about cats and you have a dog blog, then I might buffer that link out. Now, not because that I think it's going to hurt you, but because of theme vectoring is really it. So I hope that helps you out. Peter says, is the link somewhere posted in the comments or something? I may be a little slow, but I feel like I'm missing something. Maybe it's just mentioned and I missed it. So the link is Inc. verified. That's the initial link that I shared and showcased. If you enjoyed this video, definitely the beginning part of where I shared the inc.com backlink. It's a DR92 link. I shared with you how I found it, and then I walked you through exactly how you can get it as well, just like I have. I shared with you how to do it. I hope that you liked that. If you didn't, that's fine too. So Peter, that's where it is. It's Inc. verified profile account. That's what you're looking for. That's how you find it. It's just inc.com/verified, I believe. All right. So, hey, Chris, tell something about 301 redirects from expired domains. Does it help in rankings? Now, if you can refreshen the domain, you can potentially have quite good luck. I personally have not had as much luck with it. I know there are some people that found it to be effective. From my personal experience is it's about to be dropped. It's about to be deleted. That's a recent domain that I just bought was a expired domain. It was expired for 4 years. And I still buy them, but I try to steer clear. What I do like though is if I come inside of here and I can get massive amounts of these backlinks, like ufreelaw.tw, I generally look for .coms. These look like they were like linking Wayback Machine. So these are relatively recent. Let me see here. Yeah, so these are probably testers of somebody. So who knows? But I do come in here and buy some from time to time. All right. So number of related domains in starts with or ends. Yep, 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 yep. All right, so that answers that. Let's go ahead and keep going here. How many hours per day do you work? So I generally wake up, depending on when I go to sleep, I generally wake up sometimes I wake up at 6, no later than 8:30. All right. So let's just say it's an average day. We wake up at 7 a.m. From 7 a.m. until 2:30 in the afternoon, I'm working. Usually clients, it depends on the project for the day. Like it could be an affiliate, it could be with IMS, I could be working with Vinny, I could be working with my partner, Eric. It depends on what's going on throughout the day. Then at 2:30, generally, I take over what I call Chris duty, okay? So from 2:30 until around 5:30, sometimes 6:30, 7:30, maybe 8:30. Let's just say on an average day, it's usually about 2:30 till about 8:30 I spend with my son, right? Whether we're learning, doing flashcards, whether we're going outside, I rotate, right? Like one day we'll do outside, one day we won't, right? In, out, in, out. If it's a learn day, it's a learn day. If it's a play day, it's a play day. I rotate those. He doesn't know that, but that's how I do it, right? I rotate between play and learn. With that being said, once that bell dings, ding, if I feel energetic, if I have energy, then I come back to work. If I'm done with my work for the day, then I generally will turn on the camera after I get done executing what I have to. So I don't know how many hours that is. I don't necessarily track it, but that's how many hours. All right. Hey, Chris, couldn't miss your live stream, but this don't get how to do step-by-step backlinks from my website. Couldn't miss your live stream, but this doesn't get how to do step-by-step backlinks from my website. Okay, so I gave you the guide of how to get a backlink. The actual video content is the very first 7 minutes, okay? So I do this a lot. If I'm going to do a live stream, I generally do the very first burst is in the very, very beginning of the video. And then the rest I'll generally answer questions or just expand on the topic. But the actual content, because all of this will get cut off. And then what will be left is a 7 or 8 minute video. That's how I do it. Or I might chop that whole piece off. I'll give it to my editor if it's something really good. I'll give it to the editor, the young lady that edits for me. And then I'll just chop the beginning off and keep the end and call it like SEO training or learning, depending on what the talk is. So that's usually what I do. So that way, like a live stream is really a 2-for-1. I'm able to answer questions, interact, also expand on topics, but also give you the main topic or the main idea and deliver on the promise of what the title is. Okay? Just so we're squared up. So that's that. Should we buy comment profile from Fiverr, in which are most likely 100 links for $5? So I would steer clear of these unless you have a very deliberate purpose in order to be utilizing comment links. You know, if you're just starting out a campaign, maybe foundational, maybe you're trying to cement some citations as a precursor for some other type of ventures that you're doing. Maybe you're trying to verify Google accounts. Maybe you just launched a new location. Maybe you have multiple location pages and you're trying to get a lot of unstructured citations out into the marketplace or out on the maps or on the board, whatever you call it. Then yes, these citations can be helpful, right? As far as effectiveness, though, on a scale from 1 to 10, I would give it about a 1.7. All right. Now, depending on what you're doing, it could creep up to a 3 on the list, but it's relatively low on impact level. Okay. I appreciate that. Sure. The Envato forum links are do follow. Ah, Darren. Okay. Cool. Learn something new every day. So there's another one there. So we guess we could jump in there to the forum and I'll create a profile. So let's just do Envato. So Darren Marion, great guy. He works with Rattel SEO. Should give him a check out. I know he knows his stuff. And he's an all-around good guy. I've spoke to him quite a few times, probably half a dozen times. So Envato, so let's just take a look at this. So Envato forum. All right. So Darren, I don't know if you saw that very first part. I hope that you did. You know, it's funny, you might actually be on there and I just didn't ever notice. But I gave away this ink link. I spoke to somebody else before the stream and I told him that I was going to make a video and he's like, no, Chris, don't do that. I'm like, dude, the 15 people that watch, I'm sure it'll be okay. So I have a site.google website as a tier 2. If I register a custom domain, I presume that the DA will reset to 0. Please advise. Okay, so you have a site that's a .com and you want to utilize it as a tier 2. If you register the domain, I presume that it'll reset. So now this depends on how you're buying it, okay? So if you have a site that's a .com and you're buying it from an Expire or maybe something along the lines of like, there's a difference. If it's an auction, depending on where you buy it, like say if it's like GoDaddy, NameJet or something like that, and it's on auction, it's not going to lose its age. It's not going to lose its time benefit. If you really want to cement it in, what I generally do is if it's still up and hosted, I'll generally just rehost it right where it initially was. This is very, very helpful, keeping it on the same IP. Or if not the same IP, it's at least registered and housed at the same place. It's hard to keep it on the same IP unless you're in relationship with the person who owned it, but you can do that. So auction and expired are two different things. You won't lose the value if you can get the auction, all right? I highly suggest going to GoDaddy. It's $5. You have an auction license to be able to watch the auctions. Definitely worth it. All right. All right. So all purpose says, how do you finalize a keyword to write? Do you manually check the difficulty or rely on keyword difficulty tools? So it's both, right? So in order for me to target keywords, there's analysis of both the tools for the initial bulk analysis, but then I need to do visual inspection of the actual competition on Bing and Google, right? So it's a two-part step process. It's generally done way ahead of time inside of projects. It's almost like step 1 almost. We're going to do competitive analysis and keyword research to figure out our game plan depending on whatever the client is going to need. So is this going to be a 3-month campaign, 6-month campaign? It really depends on budget, really. But we want to plan out and have a game plan in order to work towards, right? Deliverables. All right. So going down the list here. So a person who knows CTR versus a person ranking its website with PBN. Who will win? So if we're just talking links versus CTR, then I would say CTR. But there's a big but and a big if there. And the reason is if this person knows, this person also needs to have foundation. This person really needs to have some very technically sound website, along with some very on-point optimization depending on search term. Now, if we're just looking at strength of clicks versus links, if we're going to get for a nothing term, the CTR gentleman or lady is going to smoke the links every time because of speed, right? The clicks and the traffic are going to show boost long before the links are. Now, for long-term success, I do think that building your framework up is probably going to be a much longer play. So links in the long run, CTR in the short run, but if it's one against the other, CTR. All right, so Kellum. So I have a 3-month-old blog. Currently, I'm building profile links with a naked URL as anchors pointing to the homepage. What links should I focus on homepage and inner page now? So, I wouldn't really be overly concerned with the profile backlinks. Like, okay, you have some profile backlinks as a base foundation that are just basically branded naked URLs. All right. So, really, at the beginning of a campaign, you should also be hyper focused on at least getting 1 to 5 very high powered exact match or partial match links coming into the main page, or the equivalent of the highest density that your main competition has. Meaning, when you pull in your top competitor, all right, using SEMrush or Ahrefs or whatever you're utilizing, their primary anchor text, whatever that is, the highest percentage of density for that particular word or phrase or URL, that's what I want to utilize my highest power links aiming into the homepage or the pages that I really want to rank. So we need to do some analysis to figure out, hey, what's the SERP calling for as far as links coming in anchor text? So that's what I would be doing next, is looking for very high powered links containing what anchor text compared to the leading competitor. That's what I'd be focused on. All right. Volume is not king with links. You know, the smallest, the lowest tiered links push the needle. It's way more about a user signal structure technical game than a link game. Links on a scale from 1 to 10 are probably a 4. I think that the on page and the technical and all the foundational elements are going to trump just the links. But links are important, don't get me wrong. At least for now. They definitely play a part. I've seen some chatter from a few people. I mean, if you take a high quality site that's high quality A, and it's building content that's the same quality as site B, and it's site A versus site B, they're both equal as far as technical, they're both equal as far as the amount of content, the quality of content, everything is equal, except for site B is also building high quality links based on the top competitor's website. Site B is going to overpower site A hands down, every time. And they're also, if they're going for the same keywords and they're both equal in every other aspect except for site B is building links as well, site B is going to get there faster. And it's not opinion, it's fact. You know what I mean? So I hope that helps you. I hear a lot of people chatting about the links, not today, not with us, but just out in the world. All right, so how do you finalize? Okay, so we took care of that one. All right. Is it currently not indexed? What would you suggest to index it? So Heath is maybe having an issue with indexation. So there's a magnitude of services out there. G Indexer, Omega Indexer, Speed Links. I mean, there's a magnitude of services. I've even released a training regarding all the ping sites. I just got fed up one time. I had a batch of links that I just ran through every single free index that there was, and I did get the links indexed. I think to the degree of around 47%. So 5 out of 10. Nearly 5 out of 10. So not too bad. You can get much higher percentage or rates with speed links and G Index, Mass Indexer, all these tools. I think they pretty much all crawl. Keeping things indexed is another ball game. All right. All right, Heath. So glad I could help you. So I thought this was going to be live for another 7 hours. Hey Chris, love from India. Hey, much love back to you, my friend. Kahuma says, oh, so we got a nice little batch here. So I'll do a lightning round and then I'm going to hop off. I have a live training in the morning at 8 a.m. If you're interested in joining me, take a look at my Facebook post. I posted about it. If you're interested, I'll be sharing the recordings, but it will be taught live. Okay, so it'll be taught live. It will be 8 hours. Or 8 hours. It'll be at 8 a.m. for roughly about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. Okay, so if you're interested in that, you can sign up, and I'll see you at 8 a.m. which would be super cool. I have no idea why this is not loading, making me very upset. I have no clue what the heck is going on. Maybe the developers, not the developer, but the builder's building something for me, so it could be that. But if you take a look inside of here, you know, I'll be hosting this particular training, reputation management, SEO. We'll be doing warming up accounts, account automation, leaving high quality reviews that stick. Also, the ability at a very high percentage to push down bad reviews, or you can even think about it in the reverse. I'm able to share with you how to warm up and craft perfect reviews that are considered the most relevant. Please note, Google sorts reviews by relevance. So if you want to have the most relevant review, even if it's a 1-star, you can make that the most relevant review to show up at the top. So in any case, that's that. Maybe I could see you there. It'd be a lot of fun. So let's just go back over to here. I'll keep going through the questions here. Recreating all the images with different file names, etc. I have. Hey, Chris, in terms of ranking images, how different do they need to be not to be considered duplicates? I mentioned I was publishing 20 location pages on your stream the other day. I thought about it. So if you have a tool, all right, I have a tool called Image Blaster. There's a lot of other tools out there that will put, you know, by changing pixels, by changing the shade, by changing the density within a tool at scale, like say I use something called Affinity Photo. It's this one right here. It's called Affinity Photo. It's like the bootleg version of you know, the big one that's expensive. I forget the name of it. Photoshop. But yeah, you can change density, the shade, the pixel. You can put a word on it. You know, it could be the slightest variation to be considered different. All right. So hopefully that helps you out. A site's .google website. I mean, they offered to use a custom domain. Oh, .google. I mean, okay. So yeah. Oh, so you're saying if you go and get the .google website and you move it over to a custom domain, are you going to lose that authoritativeness? It doesn't show up in the tools. But I have seen definite positive results from doing this. But when you check in the tools, you will be 0, 0. Maybe 0, 1. Like if we're looking at PADA, right? Like a 0, 1. So I hope that helps you out. Do tools like crowd search still work? I don't utilize that particular tool. Last time I used it, it was not an effective tool. However, I don't know currently. It's been years since I used it. I want to say I was using that in 2016. Maybe somewhere around that era 15 maybe. It's been many years since I've utilized that tool. So yeah. So Ragushna says, hey, have you ever thought of vlogging, like going on a beach, camping, and so on? And also, I would love to meet you someday. Well, maybe someday you will. And no, I don't get into that. I mean, this is an educational channel. My objective is to teach, to train. And one of the main reasons that I really love that is because I do this all day, right? I truly enjoy this, and like I want to be able to share what has drastically changed my life and has helped me. If you really want to know, like, yes, I'm able to profit also, not from the videos, but it helps my business as well. I'm able to showcase skill set. You know, it helps my business. I'm able to help other businesses, and I just really enjoy it. Plus, if I work on it during the day, I teach it at night. It keeps me sharp. I'm always trying to learn new stuff. I'm always trying new stuff. I have groups. I do trainings. I do coaching. You know, like I'm a practitioner every single day, all day, every day. This is what I do. I someday want to be one of the best. one of the best at this particular task. Right? And hopefully, and I would love to meet you one day, but vlogging is not for me. You might catch me maybe on a short, or a story or something along those lines, where it's a different type of medium. But when we're talking about, your 5 minute to an hour, 2 hours, 4 hour videos, I try to stick non-pitch, / educational. So hopefully that helps you out, my friend, and I'd love to meet you. So how should I use Drive Stacks for a blog with hundreds of pages and increasing? Should I use Drive Stacks on the homepage or every internal page? So I think that this is a foundational element, also a hub. All right. So mirroring the pages that matter the most is very effective. But I think that focusing on the homepage for a magnitude of keywords and utilizing it as a link hub. I go over this extensively within the new training of how I currently set these up and utilize these. I'm still adding stuff to it. Things have changed. I've been adding new videos to that training. The people that are in it probably don't even realize the stuff that I've been adding. I was literally going to make a double training, but I decided just to add it all in. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just waiting maybe another month or so, and I'm going to update it for the 2022 Drive Stack. But make sure everybody that's in there gets the brand new stuff that's going to include all of the cloud implementation, which is what we currently do for clients, if budget permits. I don't go to the furthest extent like I once did, only because of speed, scalability, and I think that there's a diminishing return as you start building into mini stacks and really duplicating it over, unless you're just copying it over and swapping keywords. That is what we do currently. We're utilizing a cloud / stack and then duplicating it and swapping keywords, but it's the same stack essentially with the same link hubs. It's very effective. It is helpful. You'll start seeing keywords popping up that are only present within that stack. The only way that you're even showing up for that is because it's based on that stack and it's linked to all of your assets. It's very effective. It's not the most powerful. It used to be a direct, like we used to be able to build them up, internally link them, blast them, embed everything and all the elements onto pages, and then hit those. And we would see, within 45 days, not shoot to the top, but a steady increase of organic traffic starting to increase because we're starting to rank for more keywords, and our positions would start ranking up. Like we'd be going from the 38s to the 20s, from the 20s to the 10s, from the 10s to the mids. Very helpful. So hopefully that helps you. Hey, Chris, have you ever used a site, Pop or Google Traffic? I'm currently using Site. I'm looking for an alternative that doesn't require managing so many devices. I'm not really sure what all these tools are. So no, I don't use any of those types of services. Sorry about that, Mario. Luke says, your efforts for this channel are incredible. There isn't any other comparison on YouTube. Keep doing what you're doing. Luke, thank you, brother. I truly appreciate that. Thank you so much. I see a lot of the newer guys coming out, and they're doing a lot of good work. I love it. I see them, grabbing keywords that I used to go for. And I learned the very hard way that maybe you don't want to rank for Black Hat SEO. Even though I like it and I play around with it, it can be detrimental to your business when that's the main hyper focus of one of your top level funnels. So you're running Facebook traffic under a brand name and funneling it in. It's quite interesting, really. But in any case, so we're going to finish this link off, and then I'm going to have to hit the road. I have a training in a few hours here. Actually, what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to hop inside of here. We will save this. All right. And then hidden items, followers, dashboard. Okay, so we can continue and agree. All right. Okay. Okay. All right. I don't know what less is. Code scripts and plugins. All right. Take me to the dashboard. Cool. Oh, so this is where. Okay. Okay, so I get an Envato / Chris Palmer Marketing SEO. And this is a DA83 website. Okay. Very intriguing. Upload my first item, your profile. Take me to my profile. Okay, so this is my profile within this particular segment. So we have reviews, earnings, statements. Okay, so that's money statements. Okay, refunds, reviews, downloads, hidden items. Okay, about me, the author. Okay, so let's go in here to settings. We can choose this. What I will do is I'll come inside of here. I'm just going to take that over to here. I'm just going to bring that up to here. I'll bring this up to here. Let's go inside of here now. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab that and save it in there. Oh, it needs to be an 80 by 80. Alrighty then. So we'll just do 80 by 74. Maybe it took it, maybe it didn't. I don't know. Following followers profile. Okay, so we have this. Oh, so okay, all messages are recorded and spam is not tolerated. Your email address will be shown. Email Chris Palmer. Okay. So does this actually go to me? Oh, okay, cool. All right, where does this go? Okay, so that's in there. So there was your portfolio, collections, owner's portfolio. Well, not really sure how this works. But it looks as though we did get something. What I'm curious of though is Envato Chris Palmer Marketing. Let's see if it's an instant thing. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. All right then. Well, I guess that's going to wrap it up for today. So far today we shared 3 links. One is Inc.com, how you can go ahead and get that link. 2 is the Envato Market, and then Envato Inside Market. So that's 2 separate domains. You get Code Canyon and Envato. And then last but not least is the Envato Forum. That's a do follow link. And then that pretty much wraps it up for today. So that was a lot of fun. And Parth, have I tried sape.ru links? I have. Yes, I have. I like Sape a lot. Chris, your site is still down. Yeah, I know. They're working on it. I'm not sure what the heck they're doing. I'm not sure what they are doing in there. I'm not sure what he's doing, to be honest with you. But I'm not overly concerned with it. So, what I'm more concerned with is we're working on the SEO mastermind. And that's a big focus right now, as I want to get everything housed under one roof. Everything. So yeah, that's my main objective. So it's been an absolute pleasure. We've been going for an hour. It's been such a pleasure. Thank you all so much. Hopefully I can see you tomorrow. If you'd like, go to seo.chrispalmermarketing.com. on SEO.ChrisPalmerMarketing, you can click on SEO training, and then you can look for the reputation management. The reputation management training will be held tomorrow at 8 a.m., 8 to probably 9:30. There'll be a live Q&A. You'll also get the broken up, edited training. So I look forward to seeing you guys. Hopefully you're there. If you're not, that's okay too. So let's see this last question. Hey, Chris, I'm a mole. I joined your private group last month, but this month I couldn't join because my AdSense only earning source is banned by Google. So I'm sorry about that. So, hey, Chris, please take my second question on double quote. Okay. What does double quote research of the keywords tell us, please? Double quote research. Do you, you mean like putting it inside of quotes? That it's looking for that particular phrase anywhere within the document. So it's just looking for that hyper specifically. Okay. So you have like, if you take a look here, there's actually a list. It's a very helpful list. So if you look up Google Advanced Search Operators list, there's a lot of fun little tips here. So here's one with 42 of them. And you can take a look inside of here. So it looks like there's actually 15. So here you can put quotes. So here you go. Force an exact match search. Use this to refine search for ambiguous searches. So we can, and this is also really good if you do like pest control, say Fort Myers. You did that in quotes. Then you can really see like, if you narrow it down, then we can figure out who they think is the most optimized for this type of thing. So that's always fun. All right, so let's see how this is doing. I got a guest post, and I'm just curious if it landed yet. It should be. This is a white hat client. No trickery allowed on this account. So, it's the slow and steady. And he was pretty cool with it. So we were I think we were on page 3 when we started. I've been working on this for about 9 days. We were page 3. So let's take a look here. I didn't really do much. I'm just taking care of off page, and I gave him some brief guidance. They were missing like location pages and things along those lines. So I don't even know if they did everything yet. Let's take a look here. Really good guy, really great guy. Yep, nope, not yet. So yeah, they still didn't implement a lot of the work that we needed to do. He has his own builder, so I think that this is well on its way. But we were able to acquire a few links. We're also taking care of some of the citation work for this gentleman. Good company. But we were page 3 9 days ago. I built only a few links, but let's see where we are sitting now. This is considered a medium competition keyword. Not too rough. It is it's a difficulty score 30. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Number 11. So the top of page 2. We're about to break the first page. So I'm really stoked about that. So 9 days about to hit the first page. I couldn't ask for much more. We went from third page to about to break the first page in 9 days. I didn't even really want to take this particular account on. But the dude was pretty cool, so I said, all right, man, let's do it. He was willing to fight for it. So I'm pretty sure the maps is probably not doing so hot because he moved locations, which is highly not recommended. Yeah, I don't see it on here. Let's take a look over here. Um, hmm, I don't see it. Yeah, that location move. So yeah, so that's what I figured. Pretty far down there. Sad to see, but organic. Once we get there in organic, then we'll know that we're doing pretty darn good. The top performer in maps isn't really getting that many hits, so I'm pretty happy. I'd like to at least break the map pack though, but I know we're not going to get there anytime soon without a lot of work, so we're going to work on that. In any case, it's been a pleasure. Thank you all so much. I don't know what made me check on this site. I didn't check on it today. That's probably why. It's been a pleasure. Thank you all so much. This portion of the video will probably be edited, but thank you all. Many blessings. Please don't close the private coaching. I'll join again. So I'm not going to close it. I'm going to be switching the model to mastermind. I'm going to be heavily, heavily, heavily focused on affiliate, local, maps, and GMB. The areas of expertise that I really love. And I just want it to be more of a testing, more of a mastermind than a hot seat coaching class, right? Or just, ask and answer with live demonstration. So I want it to be more of a mastermind, a testing group where we're sharing ideas with one another, right? So yeah, that's what I'm after. Also, implement Google Drive Stack 2021 I watched. Will it work? Also, how much should I use for blog and homepage and inner page? So, as this being the last question, I would highly, highly, highly recommend taking care of all of the foundational elements. Figure out how many pages your competitor has and work towards a overall content word goal. Work towards your word goal. Make sure your technical is sound. Make sure you've built a few links going in, and then give it some time. If you're really dead set on the stack, I'd build one stack, hyper focused on location and brand, and build that in, tier it out, right? So use that as the hub and tier to your location pages. All right, so hopefully that helps you out. That's the way I would go if I was doing location and I was on a tight budget. I'd build it out according to the PDF that I shared, and I would utilize it as a hub and pummel it with GSA. It's effective. So hopefully that helps you. Thank you all so much. I'm going to hop off. I need to go to sleep. I have an early appointment. Many blessings. Thank you all so much. I'll see you tomorrow if you're going to be there. I look forward to it, and goodbye.